I use two main documents. I use their assault policy as well as their code of student conduct to answer all the questions listed. So for the first question, it's asking, does the school provide a clear, comprehensive outline of disciplinary procedures? And they do. I checked out their assault policy, and they do have a step-by-step list of the procedures, as well as in the Code of Student Conduct, there is a section on disciplinary procedures. So we can go to our form and we can say. The next question is asking if there's an amnesty policy. I checked both the Code of Conduct and their sexual assault policy, and there's no mention of an amnesty policy in either document. So I can say no to this question. Now, does the school state the accused dress or past sexual history may not be discussed? Unfortunately, at Berkeley, this can be presented as evidence if the hearing panel decides that it's relevant to the case. So I'm going to answer no to this question because it can be discussed. Are the rules regarding who may be present at a hearing the same for the accuser and the accused? I checked the Code of Student Conduct, and I found that under their hearing guidelines that both the accuser and the accused are allowed to bring the same people or the same number of people to the hearing. So I can go to our form and I can say yes, the rules are the same. Now, regarding the disciplinary proceedings being confidential except for the outcome, the answer to this is yes. In their assault policy, it details that that unless the students waive the confidentiality, they are kept confidential. So I can go to the form and I can say yeah, that the outcomes will accept the outcome. The proceedings are confidential. Now, does the school state that the accuser and the accused must both be informed of the outcome of the disciplinary proceeding? The answer to that is yes. When I looked at the Code of Student Conduct, I found that both the accuser and the accused are informed by mail about the outcome of the proceedings. So that is a yes answer. Now the next question is asking about if there are any provisions protecting students who are wrongly accused. And the answer to this question is yes at Berkeley. There's a very detailed list of how a student may appeal any decision if they feel they are wrongly accused. Along with the appeal process, the next question is asking if new information becomes available, can it be taken into appeal? And again, the answer to this is yes. If there is new information available, then either student is allowed to appeal the decision. Can students appeal to someone other than the person or persons who made the first decision? Yes, they can. At Berkeley, I found that in the appeal process, the major decision maker is someone other than the person that listened to the initial hearing. So I can answer yes to this question. Does one individual have the authority to determine whether a violation of school policy occurred? At the University of California, Berkeley, there is one individual that has the authority to determine a violation. And in the hearing process, that person would be the Dean of Students, and that was found in the Code of Student Conduct as well. So I can answer yes to that question. Now the last question is asking if there is one person who has the authority to determine or change or overturn a sanction. And that's dealing with the appeals process. And in that case, there is another authority that makes that determination. So the answer to that question is also yes. After answering that question, we're all done with dealing with the disciplinary procedures on the school submit form.